Hello students, today we will continue with the explanation of A Gift of Chappals part 2. In the previous video, we have come to know that the children gifted the chappals to the beggar without seeking the permission of the elders. In this video, we will discuss about Rukmani's action to compensate for the children's act. The music master came out of the house and took an unappreciative look at the three of them sitting quietly under the tree, playing marbles. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda, where he had put them. Lily, he called after a few moments. She hurried up to him. Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I remember having kept them here. Ravi, Mridu, and Meena silently watched Lalli and the music master search every corner of the veranda. He scurried around, looking over the railing and crouching near the flower pots to look between them. Brand new they were. I went all the way to Mount Road to buy them. He went on saying, they cost a whole month's fees. Do you know? The music master came out of the house, looked at the children, Ravi, Meena and Mridu, who were playing marbles under the tree. Then he searched for his chappals in veranda, where he had put them. He called Lalli and they looked everywhere but didn't find them. He went on saying that they were very expensive chappals and the cost of chappals was equivalent to 1 month's fees. Soon, Lily went in to tell her mother. Rukmani appeared, looking harassed with Pati following her. Where could they be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. So many vendors come to the doors, worried Pati. Rukmani caught sight of Ravi, Mridu and Meena sitting under the tree. Have you children? She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. Seen anyone lurking around the veranda? A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. Another straight tighter one appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. Rukmani was angry, thought Mridu with a shiver. She wouldn't be so upset if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet. She tried to tell herself. Taking a deep breath, she cried, Rukmani, there was a beggar here. Poor thing, he had such boils on his feet. So, said Rukmani grimly, turning to Ravi, you gave the music master's chappal to that old beggar who turns up here? Children these days, groaned Pati. Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous. Silly, snapped Rukmani. Karna didn't give away other people's things. He only gave away his own. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar's feet. Ravi rushed brashly on. And Amma, if they did fit, would you really not have minded? Ravi, said Rukmani, very angry now. Go inside this minute. Lalli informed Rukmani about music master's chappal that they were missing. Rukmani and Pati came out. Pati was worried that someone might have stolen as so many vendors used to visit. Rukmani questioned the children if they had seen anyone picking up the chappals. Rukmani was really angry. Mridu thought her aunt wouldn't be angry if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet. She told Rukmani about the beggar and the boils on his feet. Rukmani turned towards Ravi and asked why he gave the music master's chappal to that old beggar. Ravi said, Mother, you only told me, you taught me about the story of Karna, who gave away everything he had. Rukmani told him that Karna only gave his own things, not others, and asked him to get inside immediately. She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals. These should fit you, sir. Please put these on. I am so sorry. My son has been very naughty. The music master's eyes lit up. He put them on, trying not to look too happy. Well, I suppose these will have to do. These days, children have no respect for elders. What to do? A Hanuman incarnate. Only Rama can save such a naughty fellow. Rukumani's eyes flashed. She didn't seem to like Ravi being called a monkey, even a holy monkey. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. When he had clattered off in his new chappals, she said, Mridu, come in and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Thank God your Gopu Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. As she walked towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, she suddenly began to laugh. But he is always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he comes home. What's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to the music master? Rukumani went into the house and brought Gopu Mama's new chappals and gave them to the music teacher. The music teacher was happy for getting the new chappals but pretended as he was not happy. The teacher called Ravi Hanuman. Rukumani didn't like Ravi being called a monkey, though a holy monkey. She stood by the front door. As an indication, it was clear that she wanted him to leave quickly. When music master left, Rukumani called Mridu to have something. She thanked God that Gopu Mama didn't wear chappals while going to office, so she could give it to the music teacher. But Gopu Mama needed chappals as soon as he reached home. He used to immediately take off his shoes and socks and put his chappals. Rukumani wondered how he would react today when he would come to know that she gave his chappals to the music master. I hope so you understood the lesson very well. Thank you. God bless you.